Alright guys, so I'll take you for a quick walk here. Sorry, it is a little windy today, so hopefully it's not picking up too much, but yeah, corner block here as you can see. And yeah, I've been looking after this place for about 8 months, but yeah, common cooch. We'll run through here. There are some weeds as to be expected. I got most of the weeds treated, but we do have some nut grass popping up. So yeah, apart from that, we got most of the weeds. It is ideal to knock your weeds on the head as much as possible before you get into the renovation. But if you can't get them all, don't stress. We can always treat them after the renovation. So yeah, you can already see when I mowed last, you can see some spots where it's dug in, and they are signs of where you have low spots and it's just quite uneven. So yeah, a little strip along here as well. We got some more weeds there. Where was it? Yeah, mullumbimby weeds through here. I treated them last time. They are gone. Bit of summer grass coming through, and we have some more nut grass over here, which again we'll treat that. You can see the scalping areas. Now I mowed this about 2 weeks ago, and I brought it down a couple of notches from last time because obviously we're going to be scalping and going right down to dirt, so it's not going to worry. That is pretty much it. So yeah, let's get our scalpy out and get into scalping. Remember to bend with the legs. Alright, so when it comes to scalping, I like to brush cut first, get the edges done, and then I use the whipper to cut into the corners where the mower just can't get into. So that's something to keep in mind. When you're mowing, you can't always get real low into those corners. So I like to brush cut first. Yeah, get into those corners, cut them down with the brush cutter, even though that's normally a no-no, but because we're scalping at this point, it's okay. That way, when the mower comes through, those sections that can't reach are done already. But yeah, that's just what I like to do. But yeah, you do what suits you, but yeah, that's what I do. All right, let's get into brush cutting. that's the edging done. We'll do the scalping with the mower now. Now, after I finish the scalping, I come through and dethatch if it needs it. This definitely needs it. It's got a fair bit of thatch sitting on top of the surface, so we'll get rid of that. And then once I dethatch, then I come through with the aerator, do the core aeration, then we do fertilizing, and then we do the top dressing. So yeah, so anyway, let's get Scalpy fired up and get into it. All right, so for my scalping, I use the Masport President 2000 Series 19. Yeah, she's just my scalp mower, and that I sharpen the blades just so, you know, we've got nice sharp blades to use for scalping. But yeah, she works a treat. And the great thing about these sort of mowers, I'll show you, compared to my Honda there, these go really low. Let me show you. So I'll just knock this down, keep going. We're still not at the lowest setting. There you go. So these guys literally sit on the ground, which is what you want when you're looking for a scalping mower. There's only about probably there's only literally like 5 mil there. So these pretty much sit on the ground. So that's what you want to look for when you are looking for a scalp mower. If you're planning on doing you know, regular renovations with your business or on your own property, get something that goes really low, almost sits on the ground, as you can see there. So yeah, that's mine, Masport President. Alright guys, so finish the scalping. Tips with scalping, make sure you go over it multiple different directions, just to try and get down all the spots as low as possible. And then also, you know, just gauge it. cut down to a certain height you're comfortable with, and then assess it, do a small section. If you think you can go lower with your particular turf variety, then go lower. If you can't, or you're scared about it, don't worry. Most of the time with cooch and all that sort of stuff, it'll just come back. There's plenty of roots in the ground, so as you can see, a lot of this is down to dirt pretty much, and it'll be fine. It'll come back all good. So yeah, your first initial reno is always scary when you don't know what you're doing for the first time, but just get into it and you learn. It's messy work scalping, so be prepared to have a lot of grass clippings and thatch pulled out. So just remember, you're going to have a lot more than what you think. I'll just quickly give you an indication of how low I've gone. So you can see here it's pretty low. There's still plenty of runners, not that it really matters because this is cooch. So it doesn't grow via stolons, it'll grow via rhizomes in the soil. But well, yeah, you can see it still needs a good dethatch just to pull up a lot of junk, and that in some sections we could still go a little bit lower, but yeah, that's how much you can take off and comfortably you know, do your reno. So anyway, we're back here for day 2. We are going to core aerate. So I've got the coring machine in here, and then we have my new dethatcher, which a review will be coming to the channel soon. I'm just going to use it a fair bit before, as always with any products, I use it a fair bit before I provide any feedback on the equipment, just so people know exactly, you know, what it's like to use. So yeah, anyway, so today we're going to be doing the core aeration, the dethatching, because there's a fair bit of thatch through still here, you can see. So we'll pull up that, mow that up, core aerate, and then onto fertilization and top dress, which will either happen this afternoon or tomorrow, just depending. I've still got a bunch of other maintenance clients to fit in today, so we'll see how we go. Anyway, let's get into it. All right, so we're going to dethatch first before you aerate. So you'll fire up the new Cox machine. So this is the second job I've used it on. So far so good, absolutely loving it. It's been great. So yeah, let's fire it up, get this thing dethatched. Right, dethatch is done. Now we use Scalpy to pick up the thatch clippings left behind, and then we'll get stuck into aerating. Let's go. So picked up the thatch, that's done. Now we'll go on to aerating. Just raked up a bunch of rocks that I found in the lawn that was left by some concreting that was done. So yeah, just make sure if you find any debris that shouldn't be on your lawn, make sure you get it out, just so you know it's not interrupting the growth of the grass around that area. And I don't want to leave those rocks all there and then top dress over them. Then that's just not going to help with that area of lawn, and it'll struggle more than the other area, especially with concreting with lime in it. Too much lime is a no-go for your lawn. It changes your pH too much and that. So yeah, make sure you get any concrete or rocks or anything like that off your lawn before you do top dress.